Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH and today we're looking at this 95 BMW M5. This is my rear-wheel drive drift tune on drag tire compound, and here is my share code. Got it? Great. This is going to be for Kala, so huge shout out to Kala for requesting this car. I really enjoyed drift tuning it for you, and hopefully this can point you into the right direction of even tuning it even further for your own specs. So let's get into this thing. Said it's got 1,000 horsepower, but yeah, we'll just get into why I picked that engine and so on and so forth. So we're here and we're going to talk about it right now. I did try the 3.0 to give you 1270 horsepower, but I saw that it was a little bit too much. It was just too much of an engine for this car here. You drifted, and like I'm a points drifter, so I saw less points running this engine than I did with this one. I mean, it was a huge jump going from this engine and then a huge minus going to this engine. So I like this one better. I mean, it's got all the components on there to give you that 1,000 horsepower. It all comes down to the supercharger. All right. So, anyways, it's got a stock drivetrain, rear-wheel drive, of course. Like I said, I got the supercharger in there. You can get a little bit more power out of the turbo, but the problem with the turbo is the lag, and you'll have slow startup and just waiting to get the boost. And once the boost kicks in, you're in rear-wheel drive. You're trying to go sideways. Boost takes over. You know what happens. All that power dumps to the rear wheels, and you end up spinning out. By using the supercharger, it's instant power. It's always there. That's the way you should go, especially if you're rocking rear-wheel drive. Superchargers are king in drifting cars versus a turbocharger in my book. All right, so that's at least my thought. Okay, there isn't much for body kits on here. All right, but I figured, hey, if you're gonna give me an option to use something, I'm gonna use it. All right, could have went from nothing to something to having an ugly wing back there, and I decided to go with this one. All right, wasn't much options for the back here, but I figured, hey, why not? It looks good. All right, and then like here, I wish there was a little bit more options here, but go with it. You know, cool. All right, like I said, we were on drag tire compound. I did look at other tire compounds to see what it would be like, and I came to the conclusion I like this one. I mean, look at this. You can make this an A-class, all right, with the 1,000 horsepower if you really want to, all right? It's got great front, 50% power, weight distribution. I mean, it's a BMW, of course. It's the ultimate drive machine. Of course, it's supposed to be at 50%. But either way, I was requested to use an S1, so I made the drag tire compound since I just did a BMW the other day. And I said, you know what? Why not? Either way, we got 285s in the front and 305s in the rear. Just a little bit wider in the back. All right, not by much. And here, I just went with my Wed Sport TC 105Ns. Nice thing is, it's only an S1 852, so you could pick any rim you want to put on here. All right, the car's tuned. The car's tuned, so you're gonna be fine. All right. All right, so we got 20s in the front and 20s in the rear. I figured, hey, it's a BMW M5. I want to be, flashy. I want to go with the big rims. All right, so I went with 20s. All right, if I had gone higher, I would have. Just saying. All right, either way, we got the front track width is maxed out in the front and maxed out in the rear, and I think it really looks good. It looks better than, the stocks there. Let's see what the front ones look like. Yeah. See, it's kind of nice. It's not rubbing against the, the body work on both the front and the rear. So, I'll take it. All right, we've got a race clutch, 10-speed transmission, and I like shifting gears, but let me tell you guys, you will not be using 10th gear in like open drift lobbies. All right, you'll be using like fourth, fifth, and sixth possibly with it. I've used it on open drift lobbies. It's an absolute blast to drift. But I gave it the like an Alpina um, top speed of 186 miles per hour. This thing can go faster. All right, it can, but I was just happy with what I did to it. Okay? You are more than welcome to mess with the gearing once you see the numbers. It's got a race driveline and a drift differential. Okay, got race brakes. I did paint them black. All right, so they're not that ugly red and without lettering on the sides. It's kind of annoying me, but it is what it is. Just springs and dampeners. It's got race anti-roll bars for the front and also in the rear. All right, no roll cage. All right, didn't want to add more weight than I had to, but it is as light as possible, and we're saving that much of a weight, so that's impressive. All right. All right, so yeah, you can go from 3,745 down to 310. I mean, come on now. It's a no-brainer. All right. And then, of course, everything here is going to be race all the way through to give you that 1,000 horsepower with the 845 foot-pounds of torque. Now, not everything here is race, all right? But the power is all race, and then you come to the flywheel, and we go. I have a stock flywheel to handle that power. All right, I did try the race flywheel. I didn't like it. The car acted different using a race flywheel. You got to try it sometime. Try it with different flywheels. You'll notice a difference in how the car drifts. That's not the only thing that you can always mess with. You can mess with like the race clutch. You can see I have a sport clutch on there. I tried them all just to see what worked out best for each other. Now here I just, didn't even bother with trying these ones. But I felt happy with what I made and went on with it. So that's the build. And like I said, you can see what I wrote on here. Alpina tuned 186 miles per hour rear wheel drive, and it says my channel on there. Okay, let's look at the tune, show you guys what I did. So I did 55 and 55 to maximize this slide. Now this is totally up to you guys. I mean, I like my cars a little bit more icy. If you don't like the car icy, you can go you can go half this. You can go 45s and 45s. You can go all the way down to 15s and 15 if you want. Or you can do what I did earlier with the other BMW, the 16.5 and 49.5. It's all up to you. I'm showing you guys this tune because you're going to write it down and you're going to tinker with the car for yourself. All right? Make it your own. As I said, I gave it a top speed of 186. As you can tell, there's a whole graph going up to 284 miles per hour. So there's a whole lot of potential with this car. But I decided to make my own little version of this thing. Like I said, and the sweet spot is this gear right here. So if you really want to tune anything, you can go 321, take this and bring it up to 268, and then this goes up to 28. You get what I'm saying. You just bring it up by one. All right, and then the sweet spot becomes fourth. Then you can do it again, and the sweet spot becomes third, but then you're gonna lack power for the first and second gear because now they're going to be up here, So just letting you guys know. But if you don't mind using fifth gear, then have at it. All right. So that is what I found is a really great gear. These two are just phenomenal gears. All right. Great. Moving on. Here's the alignment. I decided to use an alignment that I've used in the past for all of my other cars that are either stock tire or with the race tire compound. This is my classic rear wheel drive, and I tried to put this number right here, this where it's pink right here, all the way up to negative 5.0, just to see if I get a little bit more out of it. And I just kept coming back down to the numbers and fell in love with my original build, or my original alignment. Anti-roll bars are 65 and 1. Okay, and that's all psyched. Like I've always heard this do 65 and 1 from a lot of people. That's totally up. You can change that. You can take this and take it down all the way to 1.0. I don't know. It just for some reason I'm just running it now. All right. I don't even know if there's really any much of a difference. Springs, I just went with soft and soft. All right, that's all entirely to you. You have that opportunity, and you can bring up the right height if you want to as well. It's already maxed down to the lowest. Have at it. Dampening, I wouldn't touch this at all. All right, I would leave this alone. So I have 20/20, and I have a 2 and a 2. And by doing a 2 and a 2, I was able to have a top speed. If I have it at once, it went to failed. And I was just trying to find it so I could actually have a top speed for this car. Right? Aero, there is none to worry about. Brakes, I just left it at 50 to 100 with you guys. Okay. And then I just, I welded the diff for you guys and gave you 100 to the rear. And that's the tune. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Um, you know, but yeah. They take care with this car. It is rear-wheel drive. Still got 1,000 horsepower. It still has a supercharger. I wouldn't be surprised if I spin out with this thing. Just to be honest with you. But it's got instant power. You can see there's the boost there. 17.6 it looks like. I don't need it up while I'm trying to pay attention here. I like my alignment because it's really sharp. But it also, you guys are allowed to do whatever you want to do with the tune. I gave it to you. And I think this V8 with supercharger is phenomenal. It's got what I want. We're going in there a little bit. That's okay. There's a 43.4 with it. That's pretty impressive, I must say. Let's slow down there. All right, we're going to spin out anyway, so I just let off the throttle. Am I on simulation? Yes, I am. I do that all the time. I'm like, man, why am I slow? It's because I use it for open drift lobbies. I think it gives you a little bit more of an edge for points versus running cosmetic. So that's why. But hey, we were to do a 43 before the tires went out. So that's really impressive. Say if you're on cosmetic, it's going to be different. I'm not going to go through it again, but I'm just enjoying the drift. And I love this thing. It really is fun to drift. I'm enjoying myself. And I think you're going to enjoy yourself too. And we haven't put a scratch on it. And that's impressive. Alright. Now, does it drive straight? I don't know. I honestly never tested it to see if it drives straight. Yeah. There. We'll take it up to the top speed. Either way, it does drive semi-straight. We didn't get to see the top speed out of it, but that's okay. Here's 10th gear starting up if you want to know. Let the gravel help the speed. Yeah, let's get this thing up. It's not really meant for speed though, but here I think we can get it. Yeah, there's 185. I saw it before I hit the things. Great brakes, by the way. All right. Now, with it being drag tire, you're not going to be able to spin tire. All right. You can get close, but it is what it is. Even when you're in a reverse. All right. Now, if you got simulation on, you might be able to spin the tires in reverse But yeah, let's not hit that. Yes, we have made it. We have made it through the test drive unharmed. You know, we hit those guardrails, but they're not really guardrails. They don't really do. They don't guard anything. Actually, they just explode. But it is what it is. Well, hey guys. Anyways, I'm done rambling on. I hope you enjoyed this car as much as I enjoyed tuning it for you. There's a whole lot of potential with this car in this build, in this tune, and now it is in your lap, so you can take it from here. And I hope you make it even better than what I've done. And I would love to hear about it. But hey, until then, peace out, my friends. As always, stay sideways.